This is a project to bring together the remains of the existing grassroots independence movement and build from it a new, collectively owned and democratically run campaigning network. A practical, mutually supportive network from which we can continue to grow popular support for Scottish independence in every community and in every field of expertise that our vibrant, enthusiastic and multi-talented rank and file membership can take it. This is our aim, and these short films will set out in some detail how the Yes movement formed, how it operated, what happened to it after the referendum, where we are now, and what we propose to do about it. On the calling of the referendum, the SNP, civic pro-Indy bodies, the Greens and SSP created, funded and appointed a leadership to Yes Scotland. This Yes Scotland leadership, with the Yes supporting political parties, produced media output, campaign strategy and policy. Central to this was the encouragement of community-based campaigning groups and shops. These Yes shops and campaigning groups then started popping up spontaneously all around the country. Independent, autonomous and local, each of these groups then made contact with Yes Scotland HQ for advice and merchandise. Funds were raised locally and Yes gear was paid for locally. Each shop and Yes community group grew their campaign locally. From the beginning, each of these groups were local umbrella organisations that included party political activists, non-party political activists, a newly politicised general population, Facebook pages, websites, outreach projects, all in total support of the Yes vote. These groups and shops became the central focus of public participation and interaction with the Yes campaign. For every Yes group or shop that formed, there was a unique local balance of all these attributes, and it was from each of those balances of local priorities and knowledge that gave the grassroots movements its autonomous and locally focused power. In the same way that each of these groups went to Yes Scotland HQ to buy their merchandise and unify under the strong central brand of Yes, so the individual activists of these groups went to websites such as Wings, Bella, Newsnet, and to independent campaigning organisations such as Radical Independence Campaign, The Common Wheel, or Women for Independence, and others, to self-educate, develop their Yes arguments, and begin to project to the general public the positive, hopeful, and practical messages we all recognise now as the bedrock of the Yes campaign and movement. This was the grassroots, and that process of formation, growth and self-education happened largely independent of any Yes Scotland HQ input. Yes Scotland HQ still had responsibility and control over media output and official Yes campaign strategy. Yes Scotland was still the visible leadership nationally and the sole supplier to the shops and groups of Yes gear, but in reality, the Yes groups were running their own local campaigns, prioritising messages, organising events, and raising funds to purchase their campaigning Yes gear. This gradual dislocation of Yes Scotland HQ leadership from the day-to-day grassroots running of the campaigns on the ground manifested itself in many ways during the campaign. On a purely practical level, as the grassroots campaign reached a crescendo, the centralised Yes HQ became a supply and distribution bottleneck for much needed campaign merchandise, restricting the effectiveness of the grassroots to visibly maximise support and fundraising among the general population. Secondly, the official media output and campaign policies of Yes Scotland HQ no longer completely represented the views of the grassroots opinion. A good example of this divergence were the spontaneous grassroots anti-BBC bias demonstrations. These important events were first ignored, then frowned upon, and finally led to Yes Scotland confirming to the mainstream media that there was, Of course, no anti-yes bias being displayed by the BBC. Not a view easily found among the grassroots campaigners, and effectively a misrepresentation of grassroots opinion by their official leadership and our mainstream media voice. And then the no vote.